Welcome back, Latin Wealth Club, to another Latin Wealth Club podcast. We have a good one for you. We have a 6-month update on no other than Bozo. How you doing, bro?
Amazing. Good.
Man, you've been
Accomplished, I'm accomplished. I'm very blessed, man, and yeah, I feel good.
That's right, man. So I want to know where you've been at these past 6 months. I haven't seen you since January. You've been around. You've been causing a little bit of controversy there. You've been making a lot of moves. I've seen you do, I think, three or four performances.
Yeah. Oh, more than that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least publicly known.
I've done a lot more. Yeah.
And I've seen that you just been out there, grinding and making a lot of collabs and again causing some controversy that might be good for business. But with that being said, bro, how you been and where you been at?
Good. Just good. I'm good. I feel happy. Probably the happiest I've been.
That's right. How's your family?
Great. My family is beautiful. We're at home right now. I'm just like I told you. I took a year off to spend with them.
That's right.
Take a year off to spend with them and really chase this passion of music. You know what I'm saying? And go full in, because as much as I've done, I've never been 100% focused just on it. I've always been sharing the music with my labor, you know what I'm saying, to fund myself independently. But I finally put myself in a position where I could rest, dog, and chill, you know what I mean, and just live my dreams for, you know what I mean, for whatever it's worth, you know what I'm saying.
So you're a full-time rapper now?
Yeah, so I'm full-time rapping. I've been for a minute now. And yeah, it's been great. It's been rewarding. I don't know if you know, but I got a memorial historical portrait of myself downtown LA.
Yes, sir.
I did that. I dropped the Southside logo that over exceeded every project I've done before by like 5 times,
And that was this year.
This is this year, yeah.
The first one of the year, right?
Yep. So there's so yeah, it's been good to me, man. The music's been good to me, and then I just signed a deal, negotiated a deal with OTR Records, you know what I'm saying, to drop my next release to them and drop my past catalog through them too, you know what I'm saying? So I negotiated a deal that suits me with them, you know what I mean? And shit, to me, they're the biggest right now as far as our community, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, of course.
So that's big for me too. And yeah, dog, just working, man. Just vacationing a lot,
So by working though, I see you've been doing a lot of collabs. You have something, well, we haven't heard anything yet, but you have something looking like with Lefty Gunplay.
Lefty. I have like 3 different tracks coming out with Lefty, 2 that are coming out on his projects, and then 1 for myself, the new album that I'm dropping, neceSSary Evil. That should be dropping any day, actually. I should be getting a date today of when I could drop it. So I'll announce that soon. But yeah, I got him on the album. I got Cujo the Savage, that's my boy.
Yeah, from Wolves, right?
Yeah, and then no, he's on Body for Body.
Okay, who's the one from Wolves?
That's the homie Young Buddha. He's
Young
an upcoming artist.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Excuse the interruption, guys. I just want to give a sponsor shout out to the sponsors of this month's videos. First and foremost, check out LatinWealthClub.com. That's our blog over there. We post informational articles about crypto, politics, Latin Wealth Club, and things that we just find informative out there to put out there, things that affect our lives and things that affect our money. So make sure to check out LatinWealthClub.com and subscribe to our blog today. I also want to thank Linaje Jewelry. Mi compa Juan de Linaje will be hooking you up with 20% off this month using promo code LWC. Make sure to hit him up over at linajejewelry.com. I also want to thank my boy Daniel over at Your Tile Design Guy. He is all about the tile industry, all about the tile business. He is there to open up mentorship with you to help you scale your business, grow your business, and so that your business provides passive income from the comfort of your home. This guy's been in the industry for many years. He has a great story, so make sure to also check out the interview we did with him. His Instagram is Your Tile Design Guy. Check him out. It'll be in the description. I also want to thank, last but not least, Eric from Alley's Auto Body for sponsoring us this month. If you guys are looking for custom work, custom paint on your vehicle, or even a collision, let's say you just had an accident and you need someone to just fix your car right away, someone that is reliable, give you quality, and guarantee his work, Eric's the guy to go. Make sure to contact them at 424-215-1779. Once again, 424-215-1779. And make sure you guys continue watching the episode. Yeah, that fool's hard.
Yeah,
I like how he raps.
Yeah, and then I linked up with legendary rapper too, Spice One, for a track on this album too, because that's like one of my goats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I don't, bro. Honestly, I don't know who he is. You got to put me on. Yeah.
You'll know when you listen to it.
Okay.
When you hear the songs, you'll be like, oh, strap on the side of me. You heard that, right?
No.
Rolling with the motherfucking strap on the side of me.
Oh, Sounds
Don't
familiar.
fuck with the East Bay G.
Oh yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. There you
that's
go.
it.
There you
That's
go.
it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's him.
Jealous got me strapped with Tupac.
Okay.
You know, he was one of though they say Tupac's closest friend, you know?
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, so I've been doing, you know, everything with the music and shit, just moving, doing shows like you said, you know, I'm booked all the way to like next February, you know?
That's right.
Traveling, doing shows everywhere. I just got banned from a show in the city of Atwater, which is up north, due to like a lot of bad publicity. You know, like people giving insight to like how safe I am, what could happen to me, what could happen to my fans, am I being a responsible artist, and so forth and so forth. You know, people pay narratives, and then like IG pages dedicated to the demise of me at the show. You know what I'm saying? So I got a call from the sheriffs like, you ain't coming up here. You come up here, you're getting arrested. You know, for what is it called? A hostile gathering. That's what they told me.
So it's pretty much just because a couple of Cheeseman podcasts,
Well, a
or
couple
drama
of podcasts
podcasts.
and then a lot of social media. You know, like nowadays, all you know, sheriff's units or PD departments, they have social media
teams,
people that are directed, to it. So, you know, this is a small town, so when the show was being promoted, it was pretty big for that town. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, it is what it is, though, dog. You know, because of territory and shit. Like, you know, when you're outspoken, you tend to hurt a lot of feelings. You know, and people don't really necessarily agree with my narrative of life and how I view certain things. But I mean, I wouldn't be a man if I gave a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. I mean, you're just being yourself, bro. And at the end of the day,
that's what I'm saying.
like,
yeah, people don't want you to be yourself, dog. If
they want you to follow a narrative. Yeah.
If you don't fit their narrative or they don't agree with you, it's like you're the devil, dog. You know what I'm saying? And it's like nobody gives a fuck how many mouths you feed. Nobody gives a fuck about your professional accolades or success. You gotta understand, dog. Like, I'm not just an artist that comes out here runs his mouth. Like, I was signed legitimately to a deal in 2005. You know?
Yeah.
And people try to discredit you, like, oh, you're a rapper. You're not that, dog. Like, I rapped and then did my 10 years, and now I'm back and I bounced back. And I'm more relevant now than I was before. So,
well, you even have a deal with OTR,
that's what
right?
I'm saying. So what do you got to do to please these people? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think it's crazy, right? Again, because you're outspoken, and it seems like a lot of Cheeseman podcasts and a lot of just pages on social media are painting you as like, oh, this guy is small-minded. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. But it's like you're just standing on your morals and values of what you believe in, and because of that, it's made you successful, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
I mean, look at yourself, right? Again, you said you have a deal with OTR. It doesn't seem like any of those critics have a deal with OTR.
Well, they're not even talking about it.
Exactly.
So what it is this, that it's a one-sided narrative. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, your success doesn't matter, dog.
Yeah.
You know, your accolades, the type of man you are as a father, husband, you know, loyal, servant of the community. None of that shit happens, dog. Because the minute that you say one thing, they're able to now speak on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you have a list of 20 things that a man can do to be considered a righteous man. 19 of those insults them. The 20th one gives them the fuel to talk on you, speak on
they
you.
cherry pick it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's cool, though. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, real people of intellect, they'll see that as you know, as what it is, envy. You know what I'm saying? It's envy. It's people that are, you know, you insult certain people, like, with your good deeds, you know? Like, Jesus assaulted everybody. And I'm not comparing myself to Jesus. I'm using him as an example, and it's like, you know, you create so much hate, dog, just by having your own opinion, homie. And it's like, and I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, it is what it is, man. Like, I'm not gonna stop. You know what I mean? It's not gonna stop me. You know?
Yeah.
It's not gonna stop my success. So, I mean, you just gotta stay focused, stay committed, man.
And what do you think about like all this criticism about the way, you know, you move, the way your music's being portrayed, and the message you're giving out there, you know, because you do get a lot of critiques, right?
What's expected, you know, one thing about this lifestyle, you learn fast that you're going to attract a lot of hate, you know, when you live this lifestyle. And especially as a Southern Hispanic, it's like we're very much, you know, how should I say it, man? We're very idolized by the masses, but the 10% that hates us like they're 1,000%.
Man, well, I could actually agree with that, because when you go to Mexico and you see taggings on the wall, or you see graffiti art in the wall,
Mm-hmm.
there's only a certain number you see. There's only a certain color you see, and you see why. It's because of these movies like Blood and Blood Out,
exactly.
American
Yeah.
Me,
It's
and
the
I think you
influence,
said it on No Jumper,
Yeah.
right? You've been on No Jumper. You got your interview on there, and you said it yourself, right? It's because we're holding down a Chicano culture
Yes.
that
A
has
masculine.
been preserved.
We're holding down a masculine.
Right.
A masculine.
Not only that, but it's a way of like how people live, of like their estilo
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. And it's like being portrayed even in Mexico. Because when you go to Mexico
Yeah.
and you tell them you're from LA, the first thing they're saying is, "Oh, órale, vato
you're a
loco,"
cool dude, you
or
know
they're
what I'm
like
saying?
they're saying words from Blood in Blood Out and American Me, and you're like, well, shit. Like, at least in my case, I'm not that, but what's up, bro? You know, I'm from LA.
No,
yeah.
So but it's a double-edged sword. You know, you're gonna that goes with anybody. You know, like shit with the greatest Michael Jordans. You know, fucking you name it in any aspect of life. Like when you're admired, you're also hated. You know what I'm saying?
And what's crazy to think, bro, is just 10 years ago, Chicano rap was nothing.
Well, when I came out, 2015, like
Yeah.
it was in mud, you know.
Yeah, it was like nowhere to be
was
found.
it was like there was no traction, and to me, I'm enjoying the being relevant in like two different strong waves. You know what I'm saying?
And how do you think you were able to pivot through different styles and stuff from throughout the years? Because right when you came out in 2015, there was a certain sound trending,
for sure.
right? And then now from 2024, there's a whole different sound trending, right?
Well, you got to be a student of your game. You know, you gotta study it. Like I just did a post right now, you know, and I was referring to like all the hate that Lefty Gunplay is getting, right? So currently, right now as we speak, I was in the studio to witness this shit. You know who Hit Boy is, the producer?
I'd seen your post.
Okay, so Hit Boy's produced for Kanye West, Jay-Z, Benny the Butcher, Nas, which like to me are
a pretty
four of the fucking greatest ever to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we can debate on that, but they're not out of the top 10.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
They're
who
good
you
rappers.
Are. They're amazing rap, great, fucking talented wordsmiths, dog. Like some of the greatest ever, right? And here comes this kid. Not a kid, but this young man, right, that just paroled 7 months ago, mind you. 7 months ago, this kid paroles out of Pelican Bay, you know, and he hits the music running, and he's garnished enough attention, right, that he warrants the production of this type of producer, you know, and all people want to talk about is did he faint at a show, or old boy fucking dissed him. Like this is how feeble-minded these people are.
Of course.
And what I'm saying is this, like the people that are on these channels, that have these blog sites, they're on these social media pages, right? It just goes to show the depth of their knowledge of the music game that they're talking about. It's like, what in the fuck are you talking about? Like this young man, Hit Boy, is one of the greatest producers. He's gonna go down in history as one of the greatest. He just did like 3 of Nas albums back to back, from top to bottom. Like, cut it out, bro. Like, and how are you guys not celebrating that with the homie, whether you agree with his lifestyle or not? Like nobody gets those opportunities without warranting them, dog. You know what I'm saying?
And it's big. You know, one thing.
It's fucking huge, dog. I never saw it coming. Listen, when he told me that it was gonna happen, I'll show you the text. I text him and I
doubted him or what?
No, I didn't doubt him. I told him, hey, when you go with Hit, I want to be there. And he tells me, all right, cool. Well, you pick me up and you take me. I said, say less, fool. I just want to see the shit. Because I'm a student of hip-hop, dog. I listen to Benny the Butcher, you know. I listen to Nas. I listen to Jay-Z. I listen to Kanye. Like, I listen to this caliber of music. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where I aspire to be. You know what I mean? And to me, that's the top tier, dog. It's like coming from hooping on the streets and then going straight to the NBA, dog.
Or at least to the tryouts, right?
That's the jump that he did with that move.
Yeah,
dog.
of course.
One thing is us going to like the homie Lewis on the track, which is Sad Boy Loco's brother. He's a producer, a good friend of mine, right?
Yeah, I know Sad Boy Loco.
Those are the boys, right? He was debating with me right now, like, because I said that's the biggest move for a Southsider. We don't have to agree if it's the biggest move, but you're not gonna tell me that it's not there. You know, like it don't deserve the conversation.
No, bro, honestly, I think what Lefty's doing is game changing, bro. Again, I was just saying how 10 years ago, dog. Bro, there was only one real, like, I guess you could say, music group that was pushing out Chicano rap, and that was with Mr. Capone.
Yeah, high power.
Right?
Yeah,
High power, the high power soldiers and stuff
Yeah.
like that, right?
And I was there to witness that shit too.
And they were the only ones pushing that shit. I mean, it was mean ass, cholote ass, like music and stuff, you know? Then the game started switching a little bit, right? You got like OGZ and stuff like that. 2017, they started kind of popping, you know. Then, you know, mostly a lot of the Draco stuff.
Yeah.
And then now
But they had to entertain the N-word.
Yeah.
You got to understand that.
Yeah.
The homie is not entertained that he said it openly. Like, nah, this is who I am. You know, like, he hasn't wavered from misrepresenting the culture. Like, he's staying true to it. You know?
And that's what Lefty stands out. He came out of nowhere, doesn't say the N-word. Of course, I'm going to have to, you know, I see a lot of critics saying, like, he's not using his own lyrics. He's rewording a lot of stuff. But it's like, bro, most of his stuff is freestyling.
The game did the same shit.
It's most of the stuff is freestyling. The game
did the same shit. Who hasn't done that shit? Jay-Z did the same shit.
And it's like, bro, look at where he's at now, right? Look at what you know, you're able to now do deals with OTR. You got Chito Ranas, too.
Chito Ranas hard as fuck.
Bro, like, you got all
that
these
fool's
fools. All I'm saying, bro, is you got these fools that don't come from a privileged background at all, making it, doing something for themselves. Of course, you could disagree with their lifestyles. Exactly. I may even disagree with it.
I don't agree with most of the shit they do.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna congratulate what they are doing.
Hell yeah, bro.
You know, you just
or even you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you never quit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You're proof that you're never too old to do something. You're never too old to not quit and to be like, oh, that could have been me 20 years ago, bro. You can still do that shit.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now, I do want to talk about the OTR deal, man. As a businessman, for yourself, why was it a great business move for you?
Because it's not hard to see that they have Solis, which is the CEO of OTR. It's not hard to see that the man has devised a plan on how to market artists and how to give artists of our community different opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And it's like me going into the music business. Like, I was signed to one label before this, Fan First, right? But we were, how can I say it? We hadn't figured out. We haven't broke the code. We hadn't broke the code to marketing. We knew how to market to our culture, but now outside of it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when it comes to like business, dog, like, you need a machine behind you, bro. You need a machine that, it's like being a contractor, right? You're only as strong as the other contractors that you know to complete this job at this job site. You know what I mean? Yeah. You want to know who's laying concrete. You want to know who to go for plumbing. You want to know who to go for electrical. And the better your network is, the stronger you are going to be as a businessman. So for me, I'm still independent, but I was able to work a distribution deal with OTR that allows me not only to rub shoulders with the biggest artists in the game right now, aside from just his Latino artists, you know what I'm saying? To them allowing me to use their machine and their outlets to stream my music to bigger crowds and have more reach.
Not only that, bro, but I see you do a lot of features. Like, you try to go for the younger generation.
Well, I have to, because the younger generation is still supporting me. The younger generation. Look, dog, when I get booked for shows, it's not fools my age booking me.
Nah.
It's homies in their mid-20s to like mid-30s.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then how am I not going to be outspoken about supporting the homies upstate? They're still fucking bumping my music to this day hard. So, I support those that support me. I mean, it's simple mathematics, dog. Like, I don't see why you wouldn't, Yeah. You got to cultivate your audience, you know what I mean, and give back,
Talking about distributions, there's a different distribution type of company that you also have been talking about.
Yeah.
Right?
Been talking
and
about,
I feel like this is a good time for you to explain why, you, at least for you, you didn't have to bow down to that company. You waited for the opportunity to come, and you seized it.
Well, look, dog. There's something to be said about you not being able to reach out to your own circle, dog. And to me personally, with myself, it's like, yes, like, I might come across kind of like how should I say, man, like a little too overbearing sometimes, right? I get it. My energy is very...
It's high.
It's high, dog. So I get how a lot of people are withdrawn from me, right? But to me, that only tells me that you're not comfortable with contradiction, with somebody that's not gonna agree with you always. So I'm very comfortable with people not agreeing with me. I'm used to it. Imagine me as a kid. Fool, I've been getting it that I'm an idiot all my life. Like, you're doing the wrong things. You're fucking up. Slow down. What are you thinking? Right? That's just a normal conversation for me. So I'm very used to it. I wasn't nurtured or I wasn't babied as I was growing up as a young man. So for me, it's very easy to like communicate with people and not agree, but still respect each other and be able to shake hands after. You know what I'm saying? So I don't close doors that I shouldn't be closing. Like, yes, I beef openly with a lot of people. Some confidential federal informant just put me in his indictment. You know what I'm saying? All that shit that
you exposed in December.
Yeah, that I exposed years ago, but everybody was like, whatever. It came on No Jumper 1090 Jank, all that shit, right? Like, I was heavy in the media for that shit too. But I say that to say this, dog, right? Like, I guess where I'm going with all that I said right now is saying this, like, I'm not too good to reach out. Like, if I have a question, I feel like you have the answer, even if you might not like me, I'm still going to reach out to you, fool, and ask you, because I'm not offended by us not liking each other. I'm only going to be offended the minute that we don't respect each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So I never close a door based on emotion. I close it only on facts. If you haven't disrespected me openly, I'm still going to slide in your DM. So I network with everybody, dog. I keep that door open. And then I tend to break the ice with that because people think, oh, shit, he didn't mean that shit disrespectful. He was just speaking his mind. So therefore, I have a lot of opportunities, dog, because I reach out to people and then I offer opportunities. Like, if I see somebody on a social media platform talking about this, and that, and I know I have an opportunity for it, I'll slide in the DM too. Hey, perro, here, Kyle, call this number. Or, hey, you want to know how to do this? Here. Boom, 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 boom. Dog, there's a lot of times where I put job leads on my fucking shit.
Yeah, you just did it the other day for the Class
like,
A.
Yeah, for a gang of shit, dog. Like, it doesn't matter what it... Like, if you need food, I got a food bank to go pick up food. So what I'm saying is, I don't just close doors, I open them too. You feel what I'm saying? So to me, the people that don't have those opportunities because they've just stayed comfortable in their circle.
Yeah, and they're afraid to reach out.
So therefore, they only respond to people that reach out to them. They don't know how to reach out in fear of either rejection, in fear of either somebody saying, oh, that fool reached out to help. But I don't give a fuck if you said about me, dog. You could go on later and be like, yeah, that fool wanted help and we shut him down. So what? Fuck it. Now I know where you stand and now I know why you did it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm never too arrogant to like not reach out. Like, when I need help, I'm a reach out, dog. I don't give a fuck. So to me, like, people that limit their opportunities is for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Multiple reasons too, though. Sometimes your talent just ain't there. Yeah. I mean, let's be honest, dog. Like, sometimes the music has passed you up. Yeah. And you didn't know how to adjust. You know, you were see, this is the thing, dog, with this music shit, you gotta keep your innocence, man. You gotta stay a child within, you know what I mean? And you gotta stay open to new experiences and new sounds, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what, dog, there's times where I'm harmonizing in the booth and I have no business doing that shit, but I'll try.
Yeah. Now, what is your second biggest city that listens to you other than LA?
Anaheim, Orange County.
Oh, really? That's what comes up on the on like the YouTubes and stuff?
Orange County. My analytics are pretty they're pretty obvious. So like it'll be like Anaheim, San Diego, then you go to Arizona, you know, then you go to Colorado, Oregon, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
where the community's strong at, yeah, like
yeah, because I wanted to ask about like around us, you know, you did it with some of the homies from Colorado,
yeah,
you know, exactly. Flew out there, you did business with them, so it seems like you're just like experience. You're going to like, you know, other predominant states that have the same culture, same type of.
Dog, I'm gonna be honest with you. I dropped the Southside logo, the album, and it opened doors. Fool. I'm not gonna front.
So just that one album of the year.
Look, dog, just to give you an idea, dog. So that album streamed 5 times more in 2 months than what my prior album streamed in a year.
Fuck. And you think that has to do with the name or marketing, or what was really behind it?
Sitting down and just really getting a plan. Like I said before, dog, I was sharing my music with my labor. So you got to think the energy that I'm in. I'm in a grind. So the music translates that.
Hell yeah.
You know, it translates like the
energy you're putting out.
The energy that you're just well that hard-nosed attitude to get up to go to work on the fucking roof at 4:30 a.m., be there before the sun's up, drive home and get there 13 hours later at 5:30 p.m. And then I'm hoping to rest enough so that Friday I'm enthusiastically happy to make feel good music.
Yeah, it's not gonna work
happen.
out. Yeah.
I'm just on grunt mode.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, fuck it, another day. But at the time though, it's fueling you because you know you're expressing it. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
But let's be real, dog. Not everybody wants to hear that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I took time off and I really put a project together that was feel good, man. That had a lot of different energy, that spoke to people's soul by harmonizing, that has some feel good music, and then some just experimenting with sounds, right? Like beats and transitions and shit. So yeah, I really got a chance to be creative. You know what I'm saying? And it shows, dog, you know?
And should we be expecting a Bozo Chitorranas song coming out soon?
Shit,
or?
I don't know, man. I have how should I say, limited communication with him because of where he lives and all that. You know,
Okay.
we don't really get to cross paths. But shit, you know, I'm a fan of the dude's fucking music, man. The dude's a beast, man. I can't front. Like, when it comes to like talent, man, he's there, dog.
Yeah, no, definitely.
That fool definitely is like, that fool's there, dog. Like, that fool got it. I just hope, you know, he has the right people around him. Because the one thing that I could say about him is that he's going through some shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I could see
you
that
can see
he's
in
going
his
through some
eyes.
shit.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that there's a team around him to keep him together and not let him go back to jail or you know, get caught up in some shit, right? You feel me? So that's the only thing but yeah, hell yeah, I'm ready. Shit, whenever the homie's ready. And I'm trying to make that shit happen, you know? I'm trying to make that shit happen.
What do you think was the big difference with artists like Peso, Lefty Gunplay, Chitorranas, maybe even Bravo the Bag Chaser, Little Weirdo, these guys that kind of blew up?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What do you think was the difference with them and guys from 10 years ago?
Well, it was the evolution of sound, you know what I mean? I think that they just, you know, it goes with everything, right? You evolve, you get better, you know what I'm saying? So it just took us longer than other cultures, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to develop our own sound and find our own sound, and then
Ain't it funny how we supposedly copied a sound that was, you know, listen. Right, that we copied a sound, but yet we're further in the industry.
What it is it's delusional. It's a delusional mind state, dog.
Yeah.
You know, anybody that's saying the N-word right now or has a swagger to their music, let's be real, they're copying the black culture.
Yes.
Not other side of the state.
Yeah.
That's where people misinterpret what I'm saying. It's like, dog, you got to give credit where credit's due. We've studied hip hop enough. We got out of our own little box for a minute to where we developed more swagger, we developed more soul as far as our delivery and our style, that you have what you have now. You know what I'm saying? The younger homies are just they're not as worried of critique as my generation was. You know, like my generation was just different, dog, because the landscape was different. You know?
Were what they say laced a certain way.
We were laced a certain way. Hell yeah, dog. And it was like, if you weren't wearing Cortez, you were acting a different culture, you know? Like, oh, you got Jordans, homie, Sadio, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, it is what it is,
It's
right?
funny because when I was growing up, Jordans were the thing to fucking wear.
Exactly,
like,
yeah, exactly,
you know, you
yeah,
got to
yeah.
wear Dickie pants with
Yeah.
Jordans, you know?
Yeah, so I went through I've been very fortunate. Like my span has covered a few eras, you know? So yeah, so that's all it is, homie. And I'm proud of the homies, man. Like all these motherfuckers, even the ones that, you know, I don't communicate with. I see them doing their thing. And to me, the wave is you know, it's picking up more and more momentum.
Well, I think, you know, kind of started with Mexican OT kind of going mainstream. Now LA's kind of going mainstream. You think Lefty's really, really like up next like that?
I think Lefty is I think Lefty is a generational artist. You know what I'm saying? I think that he's made for this era. Like he's for our culture. You know what I'm saying? For our people, and then people that are watching us to follow the next move, to figure out their next moves. You know what I'm saying? Like influence, right? You know?
Yeah.
So I think that for what he's accomplished in these 7 months that he's been out of prison, dog, it's impressive, you know? He has the charisma, he has the ability to entertain, which is big, dog. Like you're not gonna tell me that people aren't waiting for a fucking Lefty Gunplay reality show? Dog,
right? That shit would be funny as fuck.
Fucking kill it. I'm in this circle. I go hang out with these fuckers, dog. Like I'm fucking laughing all the time with these fools. Like we're having fun. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I
And,
got family members like Lefty, you know. So
dog, that's what me and we just had a hood day. My barrio's hood day was this last Saturday. We threw a big ass event, right?
I seen that.
And it was like my homies are like, a lot of my homies don't know Lefty, you know, so they walking up to me and they're like, "What's up with that fool Lefty?" And I'm like, "That's the boy." They're like, "He's a good time, huh, fool?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, he acts like listo, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah, as a matter of fact, he does." Like my little homie, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, so yeah, so I'm comfortable around it, you know? Like I'm not fucking there judging a man and like telling him what to do and what not to do. It's like I even tell him, dog, I'm like, "Look, fool, like I'm in a privileged position, homie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you've put me there out of your generosity. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have a closed minded to be like, oh, this, like other fools before, you know what I'm saying? That were acting like, maybe I was like trying to big homie them. Like, nah, dog, I'm just big homie energy no matter what.
You feel like some fools or they feel, how can I say it? Scared to work with you, or just don't want to work with you because of your age and because of the like your background. Like you feel like sometimes
I think that there's a lot to, you know, because of my generation, you know, and not the rappers in my generation. I'm talking about the real dudes in my generation.
Yeah.
You know, I think that they sometimes think that I'm gonna come with that like super high power, you know,
yeah,
right?
It's like fucking dissing everybody. Yeah,
you know what I mean? And like, nah, dog, it's like, but at the same time, like, I mean, fuck it, so be it. You know what I mean? Like, if they don't get it, it's cool. If they do, they you know, it's great. Like,
yeah.
But on some real shit in my DMs, everybody fucks with me. You know, in my DMs, but I don't necessarily reach out to everybody neither for a feature. You know, because I understand like a lot of us aren't gonna mesh. You know,
Hell yeah.
And like my maturity or like. See, the thing about me and Lefty is that we stand on a lot of the same principles. Even though he's younger than me and he's wilder than me, it's like we believe in the same shit. At the core roots of what we stand for is the same, you know?
Yeah. No, I can see the maturity in Lefty, believe it or not. I know some people are going to see this and be like, what the fuck is he talking about? When you actually have seen enough interviews with Lefty and heard his story and exactly what he's saying, you know he's deep down, like he knows what the fuck he's doing. He's very mature. He's got his head on the right place. Now, I don't know if that's
he's
coming.
Having fun,
I was gonna say now I don't know if that's coming from him or his team.
Yeah.
Right? Could be one or the or the team could be lacing him up and stuff like that.
You can't really force that on people. You
yeah.
know? So, like I said, dog,
he's got the hustle and the ambition. That's all I can say.
Like I said, he's only been out 7 months, dog. You know, when you get out of certain environments,
damn, it's really been 7 months.
It's only been 7 months, barely gonna be 8. So, like when I got out and it was hard for me to adjust. I'm not gonna lie. You know, was I doing drugs? Hell yeah. Was I still running around doing criminal activity? I most definitely was, all the way around. Because it's a culture shock, dog. You know what I'm saying? And then fame is a motherfucker. You know, fame is different, dog. It just makes you.
All right. Talk about fame. Talk about being like getting recognition. Tell me, how was it when you first got out and someone recognized you for your music? I bet that was a trip, right?
Well, it was that shit. You know, social media made it like immediate. You know.
Okay.
So as soon as I opened up my IG, everybody was like, "What the fuck? This fool's out." You know what I mean? Because people had really lost track of me, and then social media was like the quickest outlet to reach people. So I was extremely shocked by that. But then I was extremely shocked by how many people like wanted to work with me already right away, like producers, like, "Hey, tap in." Like I'm 27 now. When you went to jail, I was 17, and now I'm doing my thing. Like, what's up? You know, you were my artist back then. You know, so that was like very eye opening. You know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck yeah, like let's roll. You know what I mean? So it was dope. It was definitely dope. And then I linked up with Capone for a minute when I first got out, and that was dope again because it was my comfortability. You know what I'm saying? Like where I was at before I left. So, but then I quickly was able to see that the game had changed. You know.
But what I'm saying is, like, when someone recognized you in the street, how awkward was that? Awkward? Was that the first awkward situation?
Yeah,
like,
well,
like,
yeah.
What the fuck? Like,
it was, dog. It was awkward because I was in a place where I wasn't complimented much.
Okay.
You know, I was in a place where compliments weren't really given. Like, you know, mutual respect was given. Like, hey, what's up? Salute. You know, shake hands, and guards kept you at a distance, and you know, administration is just judging you based on your behavior, right? So. It was definitely different to be acknowledged for some positive, you know?
Like, hey, aren't you Bozo? And then at
and
that
being
point,
complimented, and you're like, oh shit. And then I got used to that quick. You know what I mean? Being complimented was fast. The females complimenting me was the best. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta understand, it was like,
Oh yeah, mostly doing time and
yeah,
getting out. You're
well,
like,
yeah, because it was like, especially with like my homegirls from my hood. You know, when I went to prison, they might have been 15, listening to my music already, looking up to me like a big homie. You know,
yeah,
and then I get out, and now they're 25, 27, and now they want the D.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're bad and beautiful. And you're like, that's right. I'm home. Like, I need all that. You know what I'm saying?
So you had that you know, because when I do talk about to people that have been, you know, in prison or come from that lifestyle, so you live that trophy like title when you came home.
Well, yeah, you understand. Like when I was out, I was already signed. So there was youth around me in my hood looking up to me that I didn't even realize. Because I was I was in the left, not as big as him, right?
Yeah.
But
you were big in the barrio enough to.
I was in that zone in the music industry already, where I was already traveling state to state. I already had a major record label deal. I already had money, dog. You know, so I wasn't even. I was in the hood, but any excuse that I got to leave out and travel, I was like, let's go, clubs, all that shit. Like I had never experienced that before.
Hey Bozo, I don't know if you have ever like. You probably do know about this, but I don't know if you've ever checked if your fan base is also over there. But do you have a fan base in Japan or like Vietnam or anything like that?
I know that Australia, I do.
Okay. Because I know like MC Pancho, like that fool goes to fucking Japan. Everybody knows him.
Yeah,
you know?
No, I know that I have a fan base in Australia. I know that I have a fan base in the UK. And we're out, man.
Would you work with a rapper from like a drill rapper from the UK?
Easy, fast.
Is there anyone that comes to mind?
No, because I just don't study them enough. You know.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah,
kind of sounds the same to me though.
Those are my foreign fan base, Australia and yeah, in the UK for sure.
That's right, bro. Now, where do you see yourself by the end of the year? You know, we're halftime. I used this on the last podcast I did. We're on the halftime.
By the end of the year, I see myself making a decision on which route I'm gonna go next. You know, like as far as this music shit, like I feel like I have this year to flood the game and go all in. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing my
How many albums do you have planned out for
this year? Like at least four.
So you have one out. We should be expecting 3 more. So I started one
at the beginning of the year. I did Flaming Hot, like early into the beginning of the year.
That came out still 2023. Okay, yeah, so I was checking the dates.
So at the end of it, okay, so then I dropped Southside Logo in March, right?
Yes.
March, okay, so I'm dropping again July. So so 2 more albums after this, I'm hoping I can knock out. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And I think that by then, dog, like, I don't know, man.
I don't know. If you killed it with one album, this next one should be putting you
harder.
Yeah, it should be putting you in the next level.
Yeah, and then the machine that I got behind me, I got the OTR team. You know, I got Solus behind me to help me out with that. So I expect a bigger outcome, you know? Because this last album, I'm not going to lie, it changed my life, dog. The Southside Logo shit really changed my life in a positive way, you know?
And now, did you get a lot of heat for giving yourself that title?
Not at all. None. No heat at all.
Because I know right now they're fighting for the title of Face of LA.
Ain't nobody fighting for that. How you gonna look, dog, this is my thing.
Not fighting, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of controversy going.
It's only one person. Look, dog, nah, I'm not even gonna compare it to them. I was gonna say it's Shaq and Dwight Howard, but you can't.
Yeah.
Because look, dog, Baldacci had a buzz in LA, you know? I don't know how big his buzz was. I'm not gonna marginalize it, right? But I know it's not on the caliber of the homie. You feel what I'm saying? So, and I think that conversation should have been held in private.
Private, yeah.
I think the homie should have called Lefty and been like, hey, my boy, I know you're doing your thing, but I would appreciate it if you left that to me. You feel what I'm saying? And Lefty having his glad shot coming where he would have came from, he would have been like, you know what? You fucking right. Don't trip, fool. You want to do something together? Let's get some together just so
something that works.
You know where I stand, eh?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But instead, it was one of the things where like, I'm offended. You can't be like that with the younger homies, dog. You know what I'm saying? But to each his own, right? To each his own. People don't want to acknowledge, you know, the passing of the torches. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. That's just a hard concept for me to grasp. But then again, I'm a sureño, you know? All I know is how to reach out to my boys. You know what I'm saying? Like I reach out, dog. I reach out before I get offended, you know? And that's just that. You know what I mean? Because I've been taught to give the homies the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to give the home, especially a young homie, younger than you, you know?
And you heard Rap Cattle?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah. I mean, I just heard a couple bars and I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, hey, man, you know, it must have felt good to him, you know? It must have felt good to him. And at the end of the day, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, him and his circle are feeling proud about it. Hey, props to them, you know?
Shout out to Baldacci, though. You know,
you know, he did it.
I like your music.
He did his thing for, you know, he, how should I say it? He did what he was supposed to do for him and his circle. You know?
Of course.
Mean, what they felt, right?
What they felt was right.
What they felt was right, and hey, fuck it.
You stand on it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you can't knock him for that. Like, he felt some type of way, he reacted, and fuck it. I mean, you know, it's nothing personal. It's the game of egos, right? Like rappers and shit. And I don't know. I was at a sold out show in fucking OC when that shit dropped. So
I know, I seen that.
I was a little distracted. You feel what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? I was negotiating a deal. So I mean.
So is Blue Team on top? Is it fair to say that Blue Team is running the West Coast and Latino rap?
And we're cutting off the water for all the clout chasers. We're not giving them no love no more. That's a mutual agreement that we've had and a mutual conversation that we've had, and that's it.
Now, is the Blue Team looking to work with like rappers from Texas, from Florida, from New York? Everybody and anybody. I mean, you know, that stands on our moral compass, you know? Yeah.
But as far as like working with everybody, like Lefty has a song out with D Baby, you know, he has a relationship with that dude already. You know, the traction is there, dog. Like other artists, I'm waiting on Matt Critter to come back. That's Gucci Mane's new artist, the Prince of Memphis. Lefty already has a project with him. I'm just waiting on the homie to touch down on the 28th. So then me and him are gonna be in the studio too.
Who's the starting top five for Blue Team?
The starting top five for Blue Team are still, I mean, to me, dog, it's still King Lil G on top, you know? King Lil G's on top. Number two, I would have to say it's Lefty. Number three, I would have to put Chito, gotta be up there. And then Drummer Boy, and then Peso. You know, those are the top five.
Peso does numbers, bro. Yeah, like crazy.
Those are the top five. Those are the top five spitters right now. And then, you know, there's to be top 10 ain't bad. You know what I mean? There's still another 5 strong motherfuckers right there. You know what I mean? That are doing numbers. Like Little Maro's fucking killing it.
Yeah.
You know? Silently, you know, quietly. However, he does it. You know, man, I give that fool props because he's killing it when he's mature. Devour, still.
Devour. Yeah.
When Devour drops, that list might change. You know,
Facts.
Devour's still there. Little Weirdo's still there.
Little Grifo.
Shit. Nah.
You don't like him?
It's not that I don't like him. It's just that I can't give him that. You know, until you sell your own shows, I can't really give you that.
Okay.
You know, and I mean, and no disrespect to him, you know, even though he said some negative shit about me in the past. You know, he's a young homie, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't say nothing disrespectful, but he said, you know, some shit. He tried to downplay some of my moves, which is cool. You know, it happens, right?
Yeah.
I don't take it personal. Like I said, it's a competitive nature in all of us, you know.
It's the ego.
But he's not there yet. I wouldn't say I could put Grifo up there before Sad Boy Loco.
Yeah, Sad Boy Loco's up there.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? So I mean,
Sad Boy went crazy with back then with YG.
Oh yeah, that fool killed it.
I remember when that came out.
I was
because we were listening. We were listening to YG. You know, I was still in high school then, and we were listening to a lot of YG. Looking back, being Bull and all that. You know, it just and
who am I forgetting? I know I'm forgetting some more though. But there's a gang, homie. Think about it, like.
I think just Southern California in general.
It's hot,
they're coming out. They're finally growing out of LA. They outgrew their hoods. They outgrew the city. Now they're going to different cities and you know really making a buzz.
G's been touring.
What's up?
G's been selling out venues all over the country, even New York. That fool pulls up to New York and sells out shows, which is fucking insane.
Dude, King Little G's been at this.
Yeah.
He's had time, like you said. He's had time, like how you're saying. You finally had time to focus. He's had time to focus for years now. You know what I'm saying? And I was listening to him too. Yeah. You know, I wanted the shirt that says Sicarios. You know, with the AK-47 boys and shit like that.
So, you know, there's a lot of them, man. But, I mean, in no particular order, except for him, I got to put him at the top just because I've seen his movement, dog.
Yeah.
And I've done songs with him. And fuck, his fan base is real.
That's right.
The King Lil G feature is definitely worth it. At least for me, it was. You know, like my streams and shit.
Do you think that was the first song that really put you out there?
Yeah, for sure. Riding Through the City.
Yeah, Riding
Through the City solidified me as a real artist. Like that was a real record. You know, it's quietly like one of my like it's in millions in streams. Fool.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
that shit's done millions.
How do you-
Streams, not views. Like views too, but in streams, it's translated fucking majorly.
that's right. And how do you feel the election's gonna affect, if any, the music industry?
The what?
The election.
No way.
Does it affect anything?
Nah, I don't think so. I think the election is pretty much won already, dog. It's over with, you know. I think that you know, they've been gaslighting us for so long, you know what I'm saying, with this fake narrative and this fake bullshit of what our president is. And look, dog, on some real shit, you know, the proof is in the pudding. People are struggling out here, dog.
Yeah, no, it's facts. I think
People are struggling.
I think even if you're doing well, you're struggling. Like
Well,
there's you could have been doing better a couple years
you could
ago.
have been doing better, but because it's hurting you.
Yeah.
You're seeing it happen. You know, it's one of the things where like you take 2 steps forward and the economy make you take 3 steps back, dog.
Without wanting to, like
without wanting to, and it's like, wait a minute. I was telling my girl that shit the other day. I was like, I remember when I was in prison, I would think to myself, I just need a job $25 an hour. I'm good.
Oh yeah.
Fuck no. Right now, though, it's like making 15.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? I remember that was my goal, like $35 an hour. I'm good. I would tell my sister, yeah, I'm just trying to get to this point and I'll just chill, relax. Fuck no, dog. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Is there any investments are you trying to make to like?
There's a few opportunities that I got that you know that I want to dig into. You know what I'm saying, and think more about. But as of right now, I'm fully committed to the music, dog. Just because you know, you wait for perfect timing, right? And I believe that this is it. You know, for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe that it's perfect timing. I think that it's overdue for me to like really live as an artist for a minute, you know what I mean? So that I can get it out of my system. So whether sink or swim, I can say, fuck it, I went all in. And so far, it hasn't failed me, dog, at all. So far, it's been better to me than, I'm making more money now than I was before. So what the fuck, right? I mean, it's like, you gotta be happy, dog, you know what I mean? And yeah, me and my girl are getting each other's nerves here and there because I'm home all the time, but so fucking what, eh?
Is it weird being at home now?
No, because I have my kids and I enjoy the fuck out of them. You know, I'm at a park, I'm at a lake, I'm going on vacations. I'm always doing. I'm a kid at heart. You know, yesterday I bought fishing poles for the first time. I mean, I've never fished.
I never fished either.
But we're gonna fish. I rented a pontoon and we're gonna go sit like, you know, like
Hell
Americans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On a fucking lake. You know what I'm saying? Catch a tad and fucking fish, dog.
That's the most Hispanic shit you
me?
could say, like an American.
Right? Like, for real though. Like my kids have. Dog, I went to my first Donuts and Daddy date this year.
What?
Donuts and Daddy? Donuts with Dad. My bad.
Oh
Donuts with
shit!
Dad.
Okay,
I
so
never
it's
did
like
that
a little event.
It's a little event they throw for little girls with their dads, eh?
What the
Dog,
fuck?
check this out, dog. So I went to go do this, right? And my community where I live at right now is partly Asian and Latino. That's predominantly, right? And I love it. I shout out to the Asian community. I fucking love my Asian community. I think that they're the most well, they like it that way though. They don't like
people knowing their
They don't
business.
like people, but I love, man, you know, shout out to my Asian community. I hold them dear to my heart. Like the best neighbors, dog, the best just community, period. The best example of family structure, all that shit. The
Really?
Best, hell yes. Dog, my neighbors have 20 family members in that bitch, and they're happy.
What the?
No domestic violences, no fucking drama. They all work. They're all pitching on the same house. Karaoke parties on the fucking weekend. My whole dead end's fucking locked in with luxury cars, eh? You know, they love each other, dog. They respect. I never see them nothing, dog. No mamadas, dog.
Pero
you know?
¿qué raza son exactly?
I'm not even sure. I'm not sure what you know what country, but all I know is that they're Asian. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to guess neither.
Yeah.
But
I was like, because if they're
my neighbor,
Filipinos,
dog,
they're like
look,
Hispanics almost.
My neighbor, he owns a restaurant that I go to. And I didn't even realize it. Like, he's been my neighbor, and we chop it up. Good morning, fool, and all this shit. Hey, I'm going to cut that branch going over your fence. All right, ponle. All that good shit. And then one day, because I love Asian food, I go sit down in a restaurant. That fool comes out the kitchen. I'm like, what the fuck? He said, it's my spot. I'm like, oh, damn. So I go, and I blow bags in that motherfucker now. Now that I know it's my neighbor's spot, I go spend, fool. Well, yeah, it feels good, right?
Hell yeah. Support your
fucking
neighbor.
Like, hell yeah. The other day, fool, I go pick up chicken by the bulk. I'll go buy fucking, just to give you an idea, the other day I picked up 60 whole chickens. I fill up my fridge in the garage, drops them out to my sisters, my homies. Everybody comes picks them up because I buy it, you know, I get it by the bulk. So I get a good deal. I had 2 boxes extra with like 32 whole chickens in them. So that fool comes out the driveway and I stop him. He's in this fly-ass electric BMW 7 Series. I'm like, hey, come here, fool. I got chicken here. Take it to. Nah, man, I got enough. But just that relationship that we have is dope. You feel what I'm saying? That fucking we break bread. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I was going to what I was telling you. So I go to the Donuts with Dad thing, and all the parents are coming in. You know, everybody's sitting down with their little girls. Everybody's doing this shit, and there's one little girl left, dog, without a dad. You know. And I'm sitting there, fool, and I'm thinking like, fuck, don't tell me nobody's gonna come for this little girl, dog. You know. And then eventually, one of the teachers walks up to her. She's like, "Come on, mija. I'm gonna be stepping in for your dad." So I'm thinking like, oh.
Damn.
Okay, and it broke my heart. I swear to you, dog, my eyes got watered because now I'm picturing myself in prison doing my 10 years and maybe my oldest daughter going through the same shit, you know? So it's I'm feeling guilt, you know? And I'm chilling, and maybe 30 minutes later, her dad walks in, fool, you know, late from work. He's still in his boots, you know, you can see the concrete shit splat. And I'm just like, fuck, like, thank God, you know? But it was something that I had to experience, you know what I'm saying? To, like, really like rationalize like how important fathers are, dog.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying?
Dude. Well, statistically, if you're raised by a single father, you're more than likely going to be more successful than someone that's raised by a single mother. Yeah. One, and then two. Again, I'm going back to what we said. It's funny because I always wanted, as a kid, to go camping. Yeah. And I said, like, man, that's what white people do. Like, I want to go do that shit. Like, I want to go sleep in the fucking tent and run the risk of a bear coming through. Like, I want to do that shit. And I remember when I went camping for the first time, it was just a whole new experience, bro. And I think, you know, that's actually a little stigma that we need to end in our community is thinking certain activities over a certain class of people or a certain type of people, right? Because then we box ourselves in and we never do shit and we're so close-minded, bro.
Well, I think we're there because now I travel a lot and I experience and I see raza out there fucking doing their thing, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I definitely see raza at the lake, fishing, paddle boarding, fucking quadding, fucking kids in their little dirt bikes, like
doing shit that we were taught, like, we can't do that. We can't afford that.
We couldn't afford it at the time, you know. So things have changed, dog. But it's dope. Like, I mean, I'm enjoying this shit, and I'm enjoying the fruits of my labor. You feel me?
Hell yeah. Well, to end this, bro, is there any last words you want to give out to anybody? And one more question: in the next 5 years, right? Depending on where you go, whether you go full time rapper and you start blowing up. Where do you see yourself also?
I see myself happy. I see myself successful. I know I had this conversation with Arnold Barboza, you know? Arnold Barboza, the champ, the boxing champion. And I was sitting at home and he calls me. We're having a conversation. And I'm like, damn, fool, like I'm really stressing. He's like, what are you stressing on, bro? And I'm like, I have this choice to do and I have this choice to do, right? In order as paths, you know? Career goals. And he's like, what's the problem? And I'm like, I don't know what to do. And he's like, fool, are you serious right now? I thought you had a case pending or a fucking, they found cancer cells like in your blood. Like, it doesn't matter what you do right now, fool, you're successful. Like, look at the position you're in, dog. Like, not too many people can say, I have two roads to take that are going to equate success in my, you know what I mean, in my life. And so I know I'll be happy, you know what I mean? But I will be, I don't know, dog. I think that I will for sure be somewhere a little more far than where I'm at now. Like, I do want my privacy now more, you know? Like, I do want a little more quiet, you know what I'm saying? Like the chaos has gotten to me.
I love quiet,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I do want to move out a little farther out, you know, where there's less traffic, where there's less, you know, fucking fentanyl, fucking
all that
plagued and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll be fucking benefiting the success of Donald Trump's next presidency. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. And you're just trying to lay your head, stay low key, and just focus.
Well,
I'm
an OG now. I'm an OG now, and I gotta be a boss. At this point in life, I'm at a point in my life where I got to provide opportunity to others. You know, like I've done my thing. I've been blessed. I've had, you know, like as of right now, dog, I feel like a young man. I'm running around crazy, dog. You know. I'm all over the fucking place with all the homies doing everything and talking the Southside shit still.
So you're fucking high off life right now, just running with it.
Hell yeah, I am. All the cars are paid off. Everything's paid off. Shit,
That's
we're just
right.
vacationing and letting the money come in and moving on to the next venture, which is even more profitable.
Well, salute to you,
You know what
bro.
I mean?
Well, first and foremost, and two, that's a motivation for me, bro. Because my goal is to fucking live in the middle of fucking nowhere.
You got to
on a
create your
ranch.
stock.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
got to create your stock. Right now,
Yeah.
you were telling me earlier is like, you know, I'm distant from my social life, and you know, it's okay. It's all right. That's part of it. You
Oh
know?
yeah.
But you're gonna harvest. You're harvesting
What you
your
want?
crops later. Yeah.
It's like what I tell my girl, bro. It's like if we have these goals that we want to hit in a year, fuck going out this weekend, fuck this birthday party, fuck this and that. I'm like, look, yeah, those people might feel offended or whatever, but are those people gonna pay for your bills 10 years from now?
Well, you'll make it
You
up
know?
to them. You'll make it up.
Exactly. But what I'm trying to what I be trying to tell her is like, we need to just focus on where we want to be. Then we'll focus on all the other shit. You know what I'm
It'll
saying?
come, dog. It all plays its part, you know. And then people that really love you and support you, they understand that. They do
Yeah.
understand. Like, oh, my boy's grinding. You know, that's what my homies always tell me because I don't answer every call from prison because I'll be somewhere doing it, so I just can't. You know.
You get a
And
lot of
then-
calls, fool?
Fuck yeah, come on. Hell yeah, I get a lot of calls. I'm a big brother to all my homeboys. You know, from little to fools my age. Like I'm
And do
dependable.
you see the mindset start to shift with
In
your
my
success?
hood, yes. My little homies don't do dope. At my age, at their age, I was already high off meth. My little homies don't really even get all twisted and fucked up or retarded. They're just happier than we were, eh? And yeah, and I see it in them, and I'm fucking proud as fuck, you know. And I'm happy. Like when I told them about the OTR deal, they were the happiest. My older crowd's like, "What the fuck is that?" But my little homies are like, "What? Shut the fuck up!" I'm like, "Yeah, fool."
Well,
you
even
know?
when you told me, the first thing
Yeah.
I said was congratulations.
Yeah,
I
you
was
know?
fool. I congratulated you right off the
so-
bat.
So yeah, so you know you're harvesting and don't trip, man. It's all gonna come.
That's right.
But you do gotta make time though.
Yeah.
Don't get lost in the sauce. you
Nah,
know?
hell no, bro. Like right now, like I said, bro, it's funny, right? You're going there, out of state. I'm going out of state. You know, and we're damn near going to the same place.
Yeah.
And you know, my girl had to convince me to do that because I
Yeah.
was like, man, I want to do this, I want to do that. I'm trying to get
Got
this
to.
done, trying to get that done.
You need to go visit El Salvador.
Yeah, I'm down, fool.
You
Take me.
should. Man, it's the safest place in the world right now.
Well, my neighbors, my actual neighbors are half and half, the ones I grew up with, but
Yeah.
the dad is the Salvadorian one and the mom's the Mexican one, and they stay going to El Salvador, bro, and they stay posting and shit
Try
like
and buy
that.
land over there right now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the next 10 years, that shit's gonna be worth 10 times.
Okay. I see. I like everything they're doing, bro, but I feel like they need to give I think the only thing I see a flaw in is the fact that they're not giving citizens the right to bear arms.
Don't worry about that.
Like a Second Amendment.
It's the next Dubai over there.
Yeah.
It's the next Dubai to come. Watch, you'll see.
No, I believe it,
You know
bro,
what I'm
because
saying?
I believe in
You'll
Bitcoin. You know, I'm
Yeah,
a big
yeah.
Bitcoin guy. I believe in the
Yeah,
Bitcoin
yeah.
city and fucking, what's his fucking name? The president. I forget. I don't know how to say his name.
Buke.
Buke. There you go. That fool's fucking good,
Beast.
bro. Like, I'm so upset Mexico has to deal with this Jewish lady, bro.
Well, I mean, hey, let's not even get into that. You know how many people died running against her?
Yeah,
32,
37 damn near.
37. So let's not
Not-
go there, buddy.
Not only that, bro, but she's just like Joe Biden. I see no
Yeah.
Mexican flags when she's fucking doing press conferences. All I see is LGBT and just all the weird shit, bro. All the weird shit they're trying to push
Well,
on us, man.
cartels love her, so.
Cartels love her because you know
Cartels love her,
she's connected with some fools from the other side of the pond. You know what I'm saying? So they be
Yeah.
doing deals on the side and shit.
But in 5 years, I might be signing artists, too, though.
Ooh,
Who knows? I might be signing artists.
Ooh,
I might sign
new
my-
pick,
I
the
might
new
sign-
a new pick records label.
By any means. BAM.
By any means,
I
BAM.
might sign my first artist by end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
so-
be expecting that, bro. I'm excited for you. Hopefully, maybe the next 6 months, maybe a year from now, we're in the studio.
Yeah.
And like
You
I
will
always
be.
say, just to make everyone laugh, with AC.
Yeah. You will be, don't you?
But you know what I'm saying? We get in there, bro. And you know what, bro? Salute to you. I appreciate you always showing me love, showing, you know, support for me, same way I show support to you. And I'm really wanting to go to one of your shows. So I'm out to
July
I'm out to go on one.
26th in the city of Anaheim.
Anaheim, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be out
gonna
of
be dope.
state again. I mean, out of town actually by then for my dad's birthday coming up on the 29th. So shout out to my dad. But yeah, no, I do want to. Is that the one by Scheme?
Yeah, Scheme's going to be
Yeah,
hosting
Scheme's
it.
the one hosting it. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, shit, man. That should be a good event for you
I'm
guys.
going to be headlining. That's going to be my first. I'll probably have my album drop by then, Lord willing. So I'll be performing
Well,
all my
shoot,
new
you even
shit.
performed right here just down the street from us.
Yeah.
You know, just what was that? Live and die in
That
LA,
shit
right?
was cracking. We had that bitch jumping.
Yeah. Well, one of the homies as a photographer got a picture of you.
Yeah, that was a dope ass show.
The
I had a lot
homie
of fun.
shot by Jay or something like that, 98 J or something like that. He literally posted you, and I was like, oh, that's the homie. And then he was like, yeah, I'm about to send it to him. He's like, this is the only shot I got though.
Yeah.
And it was you throwing up the S and stuff.
That shit was dope.
You know what I'm saying? But damn, man, again, I'm really happy you came, showing me love, showing me support. And you know, we got your back, you got our back, you know what I'm saying?
Likewise.
And we're just gonna continue to grow from here, bro. And like, share, and subscribe. I always forget to say that in the beginning, man. I had everyone's attention. I couldn't tell them to subscribe, and I couldn't tell them right. But subscribe. And this is the end of the podcast. All money in, no money out. Stay dedicated, stay motivated, and don't be a little bitch, Atlanta Wealth Club. We'll see you on the next one.